I believe it was last year when I did a video about Trey Songz and him going to court about a particular incident that happened earlier in that particular year for a domestic violence charge. Well, fast forward to now, the charges that were placed against him for the domestic violence charges have been dropped due to lack of there not being enough evidence to basically uh go to a trial to see if he was found guilty or not. But basically what happened last year in February at an all-star game, at an all-star party for the NBA All-Star weekend, this woman by the name of Andrea Buera, if that's how you pronounce her last name, said that Trey Songz hit her so hard that she ended up with a concussion. Now, when this story had came out, and I think when I first talked about it, I said something about this just seems like it's very shaky, but I'll wait and see how it all plays out. And the minute that I found out that this woman went to Lisa Bloom as an attorney, I already knew the jig was up, and I knew she was lying. Any woman who goes to either Lisa Bloom or her mother, Gloria Allred, for any type of consultation or legal defense is, to me, automatically lying. Those women could not defend any person out of a brown paper bag. They are a farce of attorneys. I don't know how in the hell they even got their law degree, if they even got it they couldn't have got it through merit. They couldn't have. These women slept their way to their degree. And I mean just that. Both of them. Now, this woman was trying to sue, I think she was trying to sue Trey Songz for like $50,000 or something like that in damages. I said, first off, Trey Songz, I'm sure, has way more money than that. Why was you going for so low? You always got to look to see why they going so low, but because it's like, is there a specific want that you feel that you need? I mean, if this person gave you a concussion, you would think you would go for much more. I always look at that as well. And two, it was an incident that was involved with Trey Songz back in 2016 where they said that, and I remember this one, where it said he was doing his set and they told him to get off the stage earlier. Then he got mad and he got into a confrontation. And one of the people he got in a confrontation with was a police sergeant. He ended up getting like 17 months of probation, which is basically a year and some change. What they do with those situations like that is they compound on that and then try to create another story. So they figure, oh, Trey Songz got into a domestic dispute with some people the year before. Let me go out here and make a story out of this, and hopefully I can get some attention and get paid. That's what they did with Chris Brown. With that stuff that happened with Rihanna, then they automatically made it seem like he was the most violent person ever. And they did everything that they could to try and provoke that man into doing everything. But I think Chris Brown has finally realized that they are trying to get him to a place where he doesn't want to be, nor should he dwell at. Because I think he's figured it all out, hopefully by now. Mind you, that happened back when he was, 19 years old? So I think that was back in 2009, 2008, right? Somewhere around that time. I can't remember the exact year. But this person must have known about that situation with Trey Songz from that year before and used that to try to get a case built around herself and get some attention. But they dropped the charges because there was not enough evidence, meaning, like I thought, she lied. Now, I did read somewhere where they're trying to bring up misdemeanor charges for the same charges that they were going to get him on a felony route. So it's almost like they're still trying to get him for something, because it's like, well, we didn't just waste all our time and our money to go home empty-handed. So we're going to try to get him on something, at least misdemeanor, so we can say we did do something or accomplish something, which to me is a desperate move. Now you're just being petty. But I just wanted to bring this. I guess you could say, update towards you, because some of y'all probably remember when I talked about this if you followed my original channel, because I believe that's where I spoke about it at. But y'all let me know what you think down in the comments.